Hello, I am the future.
AI is changing the way students learn, faster than schools can keep up. From answering questions to writing essays, it's becoming a tool many students rely on every day. But as it grows, so does the question, is AI helping students succeed or holding them back? Artificial intelligence, or AI, is now part of everyday life. Students use it to study, complete assignments, and manage their workload in seconds. But while the technology is advancing quickly, schools are still trying to figure out how to respond and what role AI should play in education. According to Jay Giblin, an associate principal of curriculum and education, says that the rise of AI has been sudden and dramatic.
Student standpoint, as little as 4 years ago, to what we know now, which is students are using it all the time outside of class, sometimes for purposes in class to um, uh, help with things, and sometimes to avoid doing things. So we're trying to figure out ways to help understand the tool and to use it in a way that promotes learning and doesn't replace it.
While AI has the potential to support learning, it can also take away from it when it's used as a shortcut instead of a tool. Because of this, schools are now trying to find the right balance. With constantly changing technology, there's no perfect solution yet, and policies are still being developed.
We do have some guidelines that allow teachers to determine what amount of AI they're allowed to ask students to use or not use. And the general rule is if a teacher says you can't, then you can't. If a teacher says you can use it for some things, as long as you use it for those things, it's okay. And if a teacher says you can use it for anything, then you can use it for anything. But we are in the process as a district of trying to create a little bit more comprehensive um, set of guidelines and kind of philosophies around AI use. But those are in the process. That is one of the struggles teachers have, is they're trying to also understand what is the kind of right balance between using or not using, and what is a good expectation versus a poor one. And that is something we're going to try to help with this AI committee, which is district leaders and teachers trying to come together to give a little bit more structure to its use.
Students themselves have mixed opinions. Some believe AI is doing more harm than good, making it easier to complete assignments without truly learning. Matthew Lesniak, a student here at DGS, explains this.
I think the use of AI definitely harms students because students definitely learn less with the use of AI. Yeah, we just as students, I guess, put in less work into the assignments because of AI.
For many, AI has changed how they approach schoolwork, making tasks faster and more efficient. Yahia Al-Charbaji, a student here at DGS, explains this.
I made everything so much faster for me personally. I upload a lot of the documents and slides there, and then I'm able to review all the data really quickly. And then for tests, I can put in the study guide and I can get practice questions. I can get charts made. I can get pictures and everything because I'm a visual person. So seeing all that stuff in front of me very clearly makes it easy.
Teachers are also seeing the effects firsthand. Some say AI is impacting one of the most important parts of education, learning how to think critically. Carrie Allure, a teacher here at Downers Grove South, explains this.
I think one of the things that students are doing in school is learning how to critically think. And I think they're capable of learning those critical thinking skills without AI. And I think AI actually hurts their critical thinking skills. I think it could be beneficial maybe as students get older and develop the skills, but I think it hinders developing those skills if they're using it too soon.
As a result, teaching methods are beginning to change. Rather than relying on digital work, some teachers are returning to traditional methods to ensure students are thinking for themselves.
So AI has changed the way I approach assignments in that I'm doing a lot more handwriting now. I feel like I can trust what goes on paper, but as soon as a document is open or as soon as students are online, I can't trust that they're using their brains to do the thinking. So I've been using lots of pen and paper lately.
Still, AI can be useful if used the right way.
I think students can use AI sometimes and it not be considered cheating. So I think there's ways to use it in different content areas. I did have my students use it the other day to help them find sources for a research assignment. So they looked up like find me articles on this topic and it pulled the articles up for them. So I think that something like that's not cheating, right? They still have to read the articles and process the articles and write about the articles, but it just helped them find the articles.
At its core, the issue isn't just about technology, it's about learning. AI can make schoolwork faster, easier, and more accessible, but it can also reduce effort and replace important thinking skills. The line between help and misuse isn't always clear, and that's what makes this issue so complicated. As AI continues to evolve, schools, teachers, and students are all trying to adapt. Policies are still being developed, expectations are still being defined, but one thing is certain: AI is not going away. The question now is not whether students will use it, but how they choose to use it, and what that means for the future of learning.